evening, sports fans. ASMR Sports back at you. Hey, we've got a couple more customer orders. My last video, I did a customer order and mentioned that I'd love to open some more of these old school repack Mamba Jambas. And our old friends J-Mart and Josh H. Managed to quickly put some orders in and put in the notes that I could open them on video. So that's exactly what we're doing here, folks. This brunch you see before you is J-Mart's 3-pack order. Thank you, J-Mart. Upper Deck Masterpieces. No idea what that looks like, but probably gonna be like kind of Diamond King-y, like painted picture looking thing. 2013 Series 2. I'm really curious to see what this is. This middle pack, this bottom pack is a 90 Fleer. I think the middle pack is like a, let's see, look for exclusive cards. Dick Perez, so it's some kind of like Don Russ thing. I was gonna guess Fleer, but Dick Perez is a artist for Don Russ. Back in the day, he was the guy that did all the Diamond King drawings, and this one's gonna be most interesting. A bunch of 2014 Topps Update 5-card packs. There's 1, 2, 3 of these guys in here. And it looks like a 90 Fleer in there. And then this 2000, I believe that's 2008 again, or 2006. Rack pack, so we'll say that to the end. I just got it, I'm in a very good mood right now. Well, because I just got an email from PSA. And I have this kind of problem with PSA, which is, I became a PSA member, of the other collectors club, like a million years ago, like, I don't know, it was 2.5, 3 years ago, like before they basically closed off their submissions to the world. Sorry for the loud noises. Trying to take it easy from here on out. So I signed up for this PSA Collectors Club, which you have to join in order to submit cards directly to PSA. And as a part of that, I got 15 vouchers for grading. Then they closed down. All their grading, and like for a while, my vouchers would, show up in my account. It would say like vouchers remaining 15. And then one day, like, I don't know, a year ago, they disappeared. Like it said vouchers available 0. And I was like, what the friggity frack? And I went on to, I searched around. Beautiful looking Robinson Cano there with the Yankees. What a glorious card that is. Even though it's worth $0. I love Robinson Cano in the Yankee years. He was such a great hitter. Anyways, these cards are like really, they're very, they're not like thick, but they're very sturdy, and they have a matte finish, and they feel very high quality. I really like these cards, man. They don't make cards like this anymore. I really like these. I miss Upper Deck sometimes. I think a lot of people do. I wish they could get a license back and do something besides hockey. So these vouchers on PSA's website kind of disappeared. I was freaking out. I was like, what's going on here? Well, I searched around like blowout grading forums, and somebody posted and they said, oh yeah, you've been able to use the vouchers for a while, and like person just submitted some cards like in the nick of time before they expired. So I was like, oh, what? Are you telling me I could have been using these vouchers during that shutdown? I don't know. Let me see what this. Okay, 2008 Topps Series 1. So, anyways, I was like, oh man, this is like insane if I lost 15 vouchers because, you know, grading is like $100 a card now at PSA, so that's like $1,500 in grading I lost. So I emailed PSA. They got back to me right away. They said, no, you can use these vouchers as long as you have your membership is still valid. And my membership was still valid. It's still valid for like, I think until June or something, or July of this year. They said just submit them like a regular order, which is like $100 a card. And just put a note in there with like this, code or something and say they're Collectors Club. So I was like, man, there's like a 50% chance they're gonna like just try to swindle me out of $100 a card for these freaking grades. But and so basically I had to come up with 15 cards to submit, and honestly I kind of submitted like just about every dang thing I could. Before basically in like February of 2021 I did a huge order, or several huge orders, the first of which I'm getting back here soon, today I guess, by the time I post this. I don't know. I got this email from PSA back. They said send them in, mention this code, and I kind of dilly-dallied for a long time. Nice Vlad Senior. So nothing crazy out of those. So I dilly-dallied. I wasn't sure what I wanted to submit. I have lots of cards that I've actually queued up for submission, even though I just said I graded everything. Like basically if I open something and it looks like it's good, as you've seen on this video, on this channel, if I open a new product and I get a good card and it's clean and it's centered, I'm gonna sleeve it and put it in a card saver one and kind of put it in my possible grading candidates box. So I have a few cards, but mostly I had a bunch of Otanis, really nice Otanis, that frankly weren't worth even thinking about grading in my view. Before basically the 2021 season, when Otani went, bad shit with the bat and the pitching. So we kind of got skunked so far. Nothing really worth mentioning in these packs. But we're getting to the good stuff now. So anyways, I kind of dilly-dallied. I had, I also had a Ja Morant autograph rookie card from Select, which I've talked about a fair bit. And I'm pretty sure I pulled on a video on this channel. Don't worry, I'm going to be very careful not to get anything close to these cards here. So I had that card. It was in a mag case, with the Panini sticker on it. Clean up here a little bit. And honestly, I didn't even know if I wanted to take it out of that or just leave it in there, but I kind of bit the bullet. And I took it out, and because it was centered really well. And I looked at it and I was like, well, I don't know, it's got like some kind of like minor surface issue. I was like, well, it's probably a 9, but it's a beautiful card, and I love it, so I'm gonna just get it, I just want it encased. Even if it's a 9, and like worst case scenario, it's an 8, which would really suck. I'd probably crack it out because I don't want it in an 8 case. sent all these Otanis and a couple of other cards, just kind of random things that I pulled from stuff, from like packs and boxes that looked real sharp. So these are the money packs right there. So I got 15 cards together. I put them in an order. I mailed them off, and then that was like I don't know, maybe a month ago. It might not even been a month ago. Might have been like 3 weeks. I can't really remember, but it was not that long ago. So today I got an email from Kirby Puckett rookie, Ryan Sandberg All-Star. So I got an email just tonight here from when I'm recording this from PSA saying, we got your order. One of the cards does not qualify for Collectors Club voucher because it's worth more than the limit, which is like $4.99. $499. And they said, basically we gotta upcharge you. And I was like, okay. Well, long story short, I'll tell you what, just one card I got graded in that order because it's the one we're talking about. It's the John Morant. That was the card they said was basically not qualified. So I basically had to pay $100 for the grading on that card, but they gave me my one voucher back, so they said I could send one other card in for $15, and that's pretty cool. It's kind of weird to think about sending in one card, but it's definitely worth it, especially if it's like 3-week turnaround time, which it seems to be with these vouchers. So like if I get a real nice card and I want to get it back in 3 weeks, heck, I could send in like one of these 2022 Topps cards, like I don't know, Wander, Franco, base rookie, if it's nicely centered. Anyways, the John Morant card, that was the reason I got upcharged. It graded a PSA 10. And let me tell you folks, that was some good news because that John Morant, it's like a select rookie signatures, I think it's called. It's numbered to 79. It's from 2019 select if you want to look it up. Actually, I'll flash some prices up on this video when I edit it. But long story short is, like raw, this card goes for, I don't know, $1,200, $1,300. I think PSA 9s maybe go for a little bit above that. But like PSA 10s, first of all, like barely even exist. Like there's, only 79 of the cards in existence, and the number of PSA 10s out there is like very small. I think there's maybe like, I haven't looked, but I feel like it's probably like 5 or less. And I don't think Zach Duke, I remember when he was like a big bad prospect. It was like, it seems like it should be a rookie, but not listed as a rookie. Anyways, that PSA 10, I know I've seen at least people listing it for like just stupid money, like 4 or 5K. Now that's what they're listing it at. I don't think there's been sales of it, at least when I had looked before I sent it in, that were anywhere near that. Although I don't think there maybe was any sales at all that I could find, just a few of them listed. So anyways, that's a huge score to get that card as a PSA 10. Man, is that nice. Look at that, a really old Edwin Encarnacion. If you know what that movie that's from. Shout out to you, I love that frickin' movie. So again, this is one I'd expect to be a rookie because he's got like 1 year on here. But it doesn't say rookie. I don't care, I'm just leaving it up. Interestingly, look at the silver. It's got like kind of a cloudy sort of condensation sort of thing happening. I don't know. Look at the silver on this one. Clear. Not clear. Weird. I'm taking Encarnacion out. And a nice mantle throwback. And And then these are the 3 vintage cards you get. Alright. Now we go for the dagger. Can we get a Mookie? Man, I remember when Mookie got traded to the Dodgers, boy. Mookie cards, especially the rookie in this set, were freaking going nuts. I actually have one. I can't remember where I got that one. But it's kind of beat up. It's not in very good condition, so it wouldn't be something I graded. Jabba with the Tigers. Josh Tomlin. Yoenis with the Sox. Randy Choate. And Maury Polanco. Actually, that's not bad. You know, he's any one of the guys kind of hitting a lot of home runs over the Twins these days. So anyways, I did look at the grades for that 15 card order. And let me tell you, I did well. I did well on those grades. You will find out exactly how I did when I get those cards back, which I think those cards might actually get back to me like way sooner than like the rest of my orders that I submitted back in February of 2021. Because those are still in like grading, I think. And then there's like I always forget what they call it, but it's like the encapsulation one. And Wainwright. And then there's quality assurance 1, quality assurance 2. So, a lot of steps left in those other orders. I'm really curious to see what I get in this large order that I have coming, though, because, you know, I don't know, PSA has been kind of all over the place as far as I'm concerned with their grading. Like when they started to work through like the backlog, as it were, after they closed and after they hired like a bunch of new graders. Like they were notoriously tough on cards grade-wise. They were like sending tons of 9s and quite a few 8s back, you know, on orders that people like assumed were going to be like 90% 10s. Now, I did get an order back. Like the last order I got was kind of like slightly after that period, or would have been graded after that period. So I didn't know if that order was going to be, you know, I don't know, really tough or not. And actually the orders before the last one I got back that I've gotten were like pretty tough, like 55-60% gems, whereas my earlier orders with PSA were like, you know, 90-95% gems. And I only send in cards I think should get 10s, so that's sort of like the standard. I'm not sending in like, you know, a bunch of crappy cards in one order and all perfect cards. Another one, Chase Headley, that brings back Hector Rondon. We'll sleeve that just because rookie. So we struck out. No Mookie Betts, unfortunately. Sorry we couldn't come through for AJ Mart. We'll get you next time, my friend. So yeah, I really don't know what to expect from PSA these days. But yeah, like the first, I don't know, first like 300 or 400 cards I graded with them. You know, again, all the cards I send in, I think have a shot, at least a pretty good shot at a 10. You know, I don't send anything with an obvious flaw, right? So if it's a 9, it's because I missed something. So with that as the baseline, you know, again, like my first like 300-400 cards I graded with, well, maybe like 200 or 300. I didn't really grade that many in my first orders. But I was definitely at a 90% gem rate. And actually the cards that did not gem most of the time were like older cards cards. I sent in some, like, 86 tops ones that I thought were really good, and those are really hard to get good grades on. So we have another 2014 in this order. This is for Josh H. Thank you, brother. Got some Bowman Chrome and some 2022 tops. Actually, I think, like, I'm gonna do this little clamshell first. So yeah, the first few orders I did with PSA, I was like, oh man, I'm getting lots of 10s, love it. I must be good at grading. Then, they started to kind of get real tough, and I got like, I don't know, 60% gems. I remember that one order I got, which I did a video on. I think it was the order before my last one returned. I had sent in a bunch of, like, just Bowman Chromes, baseball. A lot of, like, autos that I got. And it just seems like they did not like those at all. I got a ton of 9s and quite a few 8s, too, on those Bowman Chromes. And I was like, man, what's with the Bowman Chrome baseball? Like, hate out of PSA. So I sent that one in, and then the last order I got back, I did much better. I think I got like maybe 75% gems. And that was like a lot of basketball cards, like random basketball. That's a nice little Jeter something on there. I got a lot of random basketball cards in my last order. Did pretty well. And as I'm saying this, I realize that the order I'm about to get back has a bunch of baseball Bowman Chrome cards in it. Not a lot, not really higher end cards like last time. It's mostly, just base cards, base rookie, first Bowman cards. Boy, these cards are kind of banged up. Some of these corners are rough. Second year Edgar Martinez. Nothing there, not even a rated rookie. So I hope I do a lot better with these Bowman Chromes than I did with the last one. I also was looking at the cards I sent in, just a list of the cards, and for this order I'm expecting here tomorrow. And there's actually a lot more basketball in there than I was thinking. So it's a bit of, I think it's a bit of an even mix between basketball and baseball. But I think there was a good number of also like Soto rookies and Acuna rookies, and not too many one Ohtani in there. Because again, back then, before the 2021 season, you're like, who's this Ohtani guy? He's just a freaking guy that won a rookie of the year, never really did much, got a bunch of injuries. Now he's like the greatest, player to ever live in some people's minds. So this is 2014 Series 2. Same design as Mookie Betts rookie year. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. But I don't know, with the news of that order with the Ja rookie, I'm gonna cut PSA a lot of slack, I think, on these comparatively lower end cards I'm getting in the order for tomorrow, hopefully. I just hope I hear it when the FedEx guy comes and delivers it. I feel like I have this bad sort of experience of FedEx coming, and then like I'm home, but they ring the doorbell and somehow I don't even hear it, or it doesn't work or something. And then I have a frickin' note on my door that says could not, tried to deliver, you weren't here. Because you generally have to sign for all PSA orders, which, a lot of times makes a good amount of sense, but like I live in a very relatively small town, not a very small town, but it's like the biggest town in North Dakota, but it's still pretty small. There's really not a whole lot of theft going on, although I have to say in some parts of our town there actually are way more problems than what I have in I live in a pretty low-key generally. I've had stuff sit out for like, an entire day, like computers and cases of baseball cards and stuff, and never had any problems. So I would be fine if PSA always sent it without signature, but most of their deliveries probably go to large cities where it's really risky to do that. So fun little Jeter A-Rod card there. By the way, somebody commented on one of my videos like a week ago that said, "Why do you hate A-Rod?" And it was really funny because it was in a video that had to do, I think it was a football card video. And they said, "Why do you hate A-Rod?" Maybe I talked about A-Rod in it, but I don't think I did. But I don't know why anybody would say that I think that I hate A-Rod. I actually have only spoken pretty, I think, glowingly of him. I think I like him a lot more than a lot of people do. A lot of people just kind of don't forgive him from, some of the antics he pulled as a player against the Red Sox. Mostly Red Sox fans don't like him and probably never will. But I don't know. I think he's, decent bots. I think he's perfectly good announcer, which is what he does now, and he does a lot of he's doing a lot of investing in companies and get involved with stuff. And he's what is he? He's like an owner of the Timberwolves. Yeah, he's a co-owner of the Timberwolves. Houston Street. Once upon a time, he was a big bitchin' stud. Mantle. These are from 86 Tops. These Pete Rose, turn back the clock kind of things. Actually, it's not turn back the clock, but it's like the Pete Rose years. It was just like a special subset that was at the beginning of 86 Tops and had all of his cards from 1963 onward, because that was the year after he broke the all-time hits record. Mariano, I'll sleeve that. It's kind of an older, not older, but I don't know what to say. Roger Clemens with the Astros, another one of those Bonds home run cards. Edgar Renteria, Nick Johnson. Stick this kind of sleeve. Okay, let's get into this Bowman Chrome. Not sure what you can get, if anything, in 2008 Bowman Chrome. But let's take a look-see. Good job. And you remember when, man, how like hot that guy's cards were. He was like just lights out pitcher, relief pitcher, setup guy. Couldn't be touched. Then I don't know what, he just sort of fizzled. So there's a refractor right off the bat. Very nice. These refractors are not numbered, are they? Nope. Okay. Tony Barnett. This is something that's kind of different. Like the first Bowman Chrome design, card design is different than the veterans. That is certainly different than how they do it now. I remember at one point I bought like an entire box of these things when it was like $50 a box. And this was like 2017. A lot of baseball cards were so cheap back then. And that's largely because there's not really much you can get in those sets. But it was also before the huge explosion in the hobby of 2019 and 20. Clear Ultra. There's 88. Donruss. Cal Ripken Jr. Ichiro there. Ichiro there. What? Do not. Oh wow! Is it? Oh nice. It's a gold. Let's see what these golds are all about. Yeah, they don't have odds. An insert card in every pack. Well, let's take a look at the condition on this guy. Top right corner is a little bit off. Bottom right might be a little something going on there too. Surface looks good. Centering is hard to tell, but it looks fine. Yeah, that corner on the top right on the front is pretty rough, unfortunately. Well, that's a bummer. That could have been a pretty sweet little card there. You know, Ichiros have some value due to the rabid appetite for his stuff in Japan and from Japanese collectors elsewhere in the world. So I don't know how rare these golds are in this Ultra, Flair Ultra, but there's our one insert card per pack. So that's kind of cool. Fun stuff there. Just for fun, I'm gonna throw this in a card saver. I'll throw the base Ichiro in some plastic as well. Okay, well, we still have 2012 Series 2 to open. So now we just need a baseball season, guys. Oh, it's so depressing. So depressing. Well, we got one of these gold, I forget what they're called. Markakis, once upon a time, he was a pretty dang good player. But not much value in his, like, 8th-year cards or whatever this is. So, bummer there, but fun to get a gold. It's actually not a true gold, it's like some other kind of gold, but so these are not numbered true golds, or would be numbered to 2012 in this year. Alright, let's go for the big stuff. these packs with the 2014 update left in the mix. So if you're keeping track, nothing there. It's got something sticky, like adhesive or something, keeping this thing in here. Oh yeah, I like the wrapper from this inner pack. Got like sort of heat wrapped in the rack cellophane. If you catch my drift. So, I don't keep too close tabs on new releases these days. I probably should. But, some interesting stuff is coming out. Football, 2021 Contenders Football NFL is coming out very soon, and I know that's a very hot product. A lot of people really like that stuff. Those rookies are very popular. Like the rookie autos in those sets are very popular, and you get 5 autos per box. Boxes look to be, I think, like $650, which is very expensive. At least that's the retail, kind of like the blowout price, or the Dave and Adams price. Oftentimes I wonder how many people that watch this channel go out and buy, like some of those new releases in the first, week or two of them being out. Because generally speaking, I can get any new product, like, I don't know, a week after release, and probably get it for maybe 50 to $100 a box less than what I could get it for if I went to blowout. So theoretically, I could sell it for, a bit cheaper than blowout, within the first week of release, if there was a market for it. But I haven't really tried to do that, just because, if I bought a case of that stuff, that's kind of a fun Brian McCann All-Star Rookie Cup card. If you buy cases of that's, of every new release or the hot new releases, I mean, it's, it's very expensive to do that. Although I will say, like the top releases generally are a relatively safe bet on going up if you hold them long enough. But my experience with 2020 Prism Basketball Hobby is the one exception. I bought that case when it just came out, like pre-order, like a few days before it launched, and it promptly lost about half of its value. It's taken until about now, which is like, a year and a half later, to really get even close to what it was, what I paid for it. So here we are, we're going into the 2014s. I feel like we got Tony Sanchez before, do we not? No, I don't think we did. We got Chase Headley before. There's then Brian McCann to go with our Braves Brian McCann. Vidal Nuno. Okay, nothing there. that came out recently is 2021 Donruss basketball, which I'm kind of interested in. I really like Donruss. It has a lot of, fun subsets in it. Hobby boxes of that I think are going for $550, which isn't too bad because like last year, 2020 Donruss basketball came out at like $1,000, and that was when, everything was crazier than now. So it feels relatively cheap by that comparison. Okay, nothing out of that one. So I think I can get boxes of that. So like that Donruss sells for $550 on Blowout. I think I can get it for $450. But I'm not sure how much I really care about it. I wonder what 2020 Donruss is going for these days. Probably way less than $1,000. There's Drupal Cabrera. Oh. Well, so this card, we're going to take a close look at this under the light. But that is his rookie debut. It's not his primary rookie card, so it's not the best card you can get of Mookie Betts in this product, but it's a Mookie Betts rookie, so I'm pretty excited about it. Alright, let me just take a quick peek here. So surface is fine, as is usual for flagship. I'm looking at these corners, and they're I don't know, I mean, you can tell like this pack has seen better days, but I have to say, compared to a lot of the cards I've seen come out of these repacks, like this corner here, which is top right, looks a little bit maybe like kind of bent, not like creased or smashed, so it might not get, much hate from PSA. Centering is a little bit off, left to right here, if you look at it this way. But I think that's, I don't know, that's got at least a shot at a 10. If that corner kind of gets looked at a little bit and is deemed to not be actually like damaged. But I think that's a great card. Congrats to Josh on that. We'll definitely put that. I think as a PSA 10 this probably is a pretty nice card, but as a PSA 9, I don't know how much value it's going to have, but pretty sweet. Glad we pulled a Mookie. So actually some pretty cool cards out of here. Some big names. We got the Ichiro, we got the Mookie. Josh, I'm pretty sure is a accomplished grader of sports cards, so you will give those a look and see what he sees. Well, there you have it. This kind of took us a while to get through, but that's okay. I know a lot of people like these longer videos. And yeah, I had a little extra free time, a little more free time than I was thinking tonight. I have a new computer now. I mentioned in my last video that I'd not gotten some stuff that I was going to upgrade with, but I actually had ordered another computer totally as kind of a backup plan, and that came today. And I've got that set up, and I think I've almost got it ready to kind of roll with live streaming. But I still have to check a few things and get my camera connected and all this, but I'm excited to get that going. That new computer with streaming, because I was definitely having the problems that led to the death of my prior computer were coming up and streaming. On my last live stream, I had like a big, huge, long pause in it where the video and I think the audio cut out, and that was because of these friggin' issues with the hard drive dying. it just kept doing that same thing. Not when I was streaming, though. When I was just like, you know, doing anything on the computer. So I'm excited to have rid myself of that problem, because honestly I get nervous about making videos if I think there's going to be like a huge technical issue in it. Alright, well, that's it for me. I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you're looking for content and haven't posted for a day or so, do go check out oh man, whose were these? I can't remember. I think I'll have to look at the video, but I think these are Josh, with the Josh order. Nope. Alright, I'll figure it out. Can't remember if this belonged to Josh or J-Mart, but I'll figure that out. Anyways, yeah, hope to have that streaming set up, so we can start doing, because I want to do like, I can't remember what I was calling them, but, you know, like pack and box breaks, where we break up a box into fourths, and everybody, you know, each spot is like one corner of the box, if that makes any sense. But alright, thanks so much, everybody. We'll catch y'all later. You have a great one. Bye now.